what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Had One For All. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jonathan Shorts for suggesting me this idea. He has been requesting this for quite a while now. I looked through this idea once or twice, but the thing is that, yeah, I don't know the extent of the power of the One For All, so yeah. I'm just gonna go crazy with my own imagination on this one, so if it is not canonical, or does not match the canon story of My Hero Academia, then I apologize in advance. Now aside from that, as of why I'm making another short movie when I promised a movie to you all, even after taking a day off, is because, well, I had to attend a marriage on out city. I don't know, some relative of mine from my mother's side I didn't even met, and yeah, out of nowhere I had to attend that marriage. And now it's like what, 1 a.m. in the night? I have to make a story for you guys. I just returned back. I'm extremely exhausted. It was a huge trip. So I hope you don't mind and enjoy the story. And if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And aside from that, I'm not gonna be uploading any video on my second channel today. I will be uploading it on, tomorrow or whatever. So yeah, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha no Sato, 8 years after the Kyuubi attack. It was October 10th, and it was the Kyuubi festival today. Everything was going great and normal until the night arrived, when the people would go out and celebrate the anniversary of the Kyuubi's defeat, and also relive through that terror by telling the tales to the younger generation who were born anew. As one such group was also doing a thing of that sort, and that group was those of extremists who believe that by hurting its Jinchuriki they will get their revenge on the fox. And currently they were doing the same thing, as they have grabbed the 8-year-old kid and pinned it to the wall of his own apartment, and now they were going to do something to him, something unexplainable, as we see the sinister smirks on their faces and the terrified look on the kid's face as he was slammed against the wall by his neck joke. So kid, today's the day finally, huh? You are no longer a little infant, and we won't feel bad if we kill you now, said one of the shinobi. Hey, but he's still a kid technically. Whose side are you on, huh? Do you want revenge or not for your mother? I do, but he's just a kid. What if the Kage is right? What if the Kage is right? That old man has been sitting his ass up there while this abomination walks amongst us. They want to control it, and we know that not even Minato-sama was able to control it. How could he, an old man? He didn't even do anything. If it wasn't for Minato, we would have all perished and died. Do you understand that? If you don't want any part of this, then leave. I'm gone. I don't want any of this. You're crazy. Then why did you even come here? Said the other guy to their friend that was there, as their attention was changed and diverted back towards, well, the kid in question, as he began to squirm. Leave me alone, please. I didn't do anything. What do you mean, demon? I'm not a demon. The audacity. You're not a demon. Right. I saw with my own eyes. I was the one who was fighting at the main field as the Kage brought you, and he sealed the Biju inside of you. I saw it, and you are a Kyuubi in the human skin, and you must be perished. As he brought out a kunai, which looked quite rusted, as he stabbed it into Naruto's shoulder as he began to scream in agony. Please, stop, said Naruto. Like I will. As suddenly, we see the torture begin. The other in question also started to do some weird stuff to Naruto, like beat him up, punch him, and just stab him in general to hear his screams more, while the other one, the third person who was doing this with them, was watching this in horror. I have to go, but I have to stop them. The kid's gonna die like this. But before he could do anything, a senmon was dropped on his neck as he passed out, as either to stop to see that some of the Anbus were there, as they now were terrorized of what was going to happen. Why did you stop? Continue. That guy was gonna go and betray you. We didn't want to interrupt that. As to Naruto's horror, he watched that the glimpse of hope that he had to be saved now was disappearing. You think we are here to save you, kid? We are tired of keeping watch on you. Why should we? Many of our comrades, all that were close to us, the people, they died because of you. And you're gonna suffer for it. Every second of it. As now we see Naruto, sadness and sorrow as well as betrayal was placed by only one emotion, rage. He wanted this to end, but end badly for them. He wanted to hurt them. And suddenly he felt a surge of power from within, something more stronger than anything that he had felt. As suddenly out of nowhere, all of them saw that Naruto begin to glow as lightning bolts came out of his body, and red veins were visible, as if some power was coursing through them, as Naruto literally ripped his arm out of the confinement and punched the said man with such strength that his whole apartment building complex literally shattered from the other side, and sending the man all across the other side of the village. All his body was mangled, and his blood was splattered out of his pores. And the Anbus were thrown alongside with him. All of their body parts were mangled now, as Naruto just stood there, breathing heavily. Done. I am done with you all, Naruto said, as rage was in his voice, as his voice was literally shaking. And that is when we see Hiruzen Sarutobi arrive there, with complete shock written over his face, alongside his entourage of Wanbu. Naruto, my boy, what happened? Ask your people. Ask them who every year, for some reason, try to hurt me. I do not understand why they call me a demon, and you... He said, pointing towards Hiruzen, as Hiruzen literally felt a jolt because he sensed something powerful that has been awoken inside Naruto. You thought it was right to not answer to me when I begged you to tell me what is going on here. I want answers now, said Naruto. Everything is fine, Naruto. They're just idiots. That's all. Hiruzen lied Naruto so that Naruto might believe it. I'm done with these lies. You're not any good than them. You're lying to me, to my face, and I don't like it. As Naruto out of nowhere crouched down, and with a leap he jumped into the air, so high that everyone's neck bounced up and almost cracked, but they saw that Naruto has disappeared in the night. As now we go towards Naruto, as he arrived at the Kage monument, and with another sudden jump, he broke and shattered the fourth Kage's monument, causing it to turn into rubbles and fall down as he jumped again and leapt through the air to disappear. As now we go back to Konoha to see Hiruzen's shocked face as well as his Anbus. What are you all waiting for? He said, getting out of his stupor. Go and search for him. We have to find him at all cost. And you, Kakashi, gather Anbus and look out on the outskirts. And Tenzo? Hi, Hokage-sama. You're gonna go and gather every council member and tell them to get their asses back to the council this instant, said Hiruzen as he barked his order as he began to walk away. I shouldn't have told him a lie. Damn it. As now we go towards Naruto. As we see him, he has arrived at a valley in which two huge statues were created, and in the center of them was a huge waterfall. As Naruto was sitting on top of the head of the other one, the one with long hair, spiky pointy hair, that was pointing towards the first Hokage. As Naruto literally was crying after calming down. As now we see, Naruto sensed someone approaching him, as he turned to see that it was an Anbu. You're here to hurt me as well? It wouldn't work. I don't know what happened. As he looked down at his hand, as the veins appeared again, as the lightning was coursing through his hand again. Whatever this is, it helped me. My wounds are healed. They hurted you? Of course they did. Why did I do what I did? I had enough. These people think they can push me around? No, not anymore. I will fight back now. I'm done. I don't even wish to associate with these people. I'm not gonna be a Kage to these people. These people will not give me a time of their day. Why should I even try? Because they're ignorant. This is something the old man said again. If you don't have anything better to say, then leave. As now we go towards our Anbu, who was wearing an Inu mask, as he finally saw it. How about I tell you something? He said, as he sat down next to Naruto, who was literally looking away, as he took off his mask. as Naruto with his curiosity looked at him to see that he was wearing another mask. Ha, funny. As Kakashi then said, "My name is Kakashi Hadake, and believe it or not, I knew your father." "Wait, really?" said Naruto. His interest peaked now, since this was the topic about his father, something he wanted to know. "Wait, what do you mean? So, is he really?" "Unfortunately, yes, Naruto. You guessed right. He is dead." I see. All happiness inside Naruto died down. Did he? Well, he did love you. So did your mother. You know her as well? Yeah, she too passed away." "I see. But why?" "Well, you see, Naruto, the your mother was the previous Jinchuriki," said Kakashi. What is a Jinchuriki?" "A human sacrifice. A human that is used to seal a biju." "Like the Nine Tails?" "Yes, your mother was the carrier of the Nine Tails." "And after she died, because someone ripped the biju out of her, you unfortunately had to become the new Nine Tails Jinchuriki." As Naruto's eyes widened. "What? So that is why they... Oh, now I understand. That is why they call me a demon, because You're not a demon, Naruto, if that is what you're saying. You are nothing more than a shell. I don't... Listen here. If you place a kunai inside a story scroll, okay, what does that become? It's a scroll, right? Yes, it's a scroll. It doesn't become a kunai. So how come you, being a scroll, have contained the Kyuubi, which is equivalent to that of a kunai? Oh, I get it now. So I'm just like a warden, keeping the prisoner at bay. And these people, your father, wanted them to respect you because you were the one stopping the Beiji from attacking them. But they took it into the wrong because some people in the council are corrupt, and they want to be used as a weapon. Kakashi knew what he was doing. He was letting out the truth to Naruto. He knew what Naruto had done, and he didn't want him to be turned into a smear. Neither did he want to lie to his senseless kid, because he knew what Kage was doing at the time was wrong, and this might be the best option for Naruto right now, to tell him the truth. And honestly, he could care less of the consequences. It was Naruto's right to know, and it was Hiruzen Sarutobi's right to tell him that. As now we see, Naruto looked at him. Who was my... I'm gonna say this. Your father was Minato no Mikaze. You mean, my father was the Yellow Flash? Naruto said, extremely excited. As Kakashi eyes smiled. Yup, the one and only. And I was his student. Really? So, like, yeah. Remember I even visited you when you were a kid. Wait, so you were the one? Yup. I know what you were going to say. I try to involve myself as much as I can, but the council, they have made it hard, Naruto. They made it so worse that we cannot get close to you. They wanted for you to be alone. And, well, Hokage-sama tried to protect you as much as he could, but he's an old man. And he is quite gullible, to be honest. What? What's that? Meaning a person, that is, persuade easily. Huh, I guess. So, what should I do now? I fought with him, and I said mean things to him. Do you think he will? Of course he will. I mean, he thinks he's at fault too, Naruto. Really? Yep, and so am I. And I'm gonna apologize to you for not being in your life much more. Wait, why are you... Because it is wrong, Naruto. You were kind of my responsibility as well. I should have been there for you much more, even regardless of the council. But I tried, and as much as I did, they sent me on far and far away on missions for months and weeks to no end. Oh, I'm sorry that you had to. It's alright, Naruto. It's alright, you don't have to apologize for nothing. If it is someone who should apologize, it's us. Because we never cared about you. These people, they just took you for granted. They don't even know what you and your family has sacrificed for them. But those of us who do, respect you. But why didn't nobody even try to help me? Because the council, since you're a civilian right now, you fall under their jurisdiction. But no longer after today, since everything has been revealed to you. But won't you get in trouble? Of course I will. But to hell with that. I don't even care about that anymore. If they take and revoke my shinobi license, For all I care, they can go ahead and do that. I'll just request Hokage-sama that I should teach you, and that's all. Would you really do that? Of course, Naruto. I would. Why don't we go back? Back to your true home. Aside from the shitty apartment. Yeah, it was kind of shitty. The people would break in a lot. I know. As Naruto then grabbed Kakashi's hand as they began to walk away. Back to the village. And were chatting a lot. As for the Anbus who were watching this from the shadow, we see that Yugawa watched this. As one of her other assistants said, Vice Captain, do you think the captain made the right decision revealing every truth to him? He has broken a lot of laws, and by code we can arrest him. He is going back to the village. And Naruto already knows everything, and Hokage-sama is going to well punish him. And he doesn't care, to be honest, and neither do I. Sensei did a lot for me, and I couldn't do anything because I followed the code too much. And I know what I did, and I regret that. I should have done that, not Kakashi. But you follow the code. That is what we Yonbu live for, right? Sometimes breaking the code is the best thing possible. I see, Captain. Let's move out. As after that, we see the Anbus disappeared. While Naruto and Kakashi were on their way back and the Anbus cleared out the way, we go back towards the Hokage office. And we see the council that was gathered there on short notice. Hiruzen, what the hell happened to the village? And why in the hell would you call a council meeting in such a short notice now, when the catastrophe has happened? What happened to the Jinchuriki? Said Danzo, stopping Homura in his tracks. So it was the demon. It's not a demon, it's something else entirely. What? What do you mean something else? Said Danzo. It's something else, Danzo. It wasn't the power or presence of the Kyuubi. I know you can sense it, and all of you did. It was something more strong. Something potent. It's not even chakra, I guess. What? It's not even chakra. You heard me right. But how can it be a Kekigenkai then? Asked Inoichi. That is something that only Naruto will reveal to us if he is aware. Or we have to find out. Through Tsunade. But she said, Koharu, I know. And I know how to get her back. What do you mean? When Naruto comes back, I'm gonna reveal a huge secret. Which I should have. But I kept it a secret because Minato requested it. And I have kept it hidden for too long. And the damage that it has caused is just way too much. And I do not think that it is just necessary to keep it a secret. It took them more than half an hour as the council sat there in silence as we see in Hokage office. Kakashi and Naruto arrived. Hokage-sama. I have told Naruto everything and broken the law. So henceforth I would like to receive my punishment. Hey, don't punish him, Gigi. Enough, Naruto. This is a shinobi matter. I'm sorry, Gigi. Please, enough. As Naruto looked down. As Hiruzen said, your Anbu license is revoked, Kakashi Hatake, and you are to be returned to a Jonin and proper caretaker of Naruto now. You won't be going on any missions for the upcoming next 5 years, as the penalty says. As Kakashi smiled, I gladly accept. Now hand over your headband and your license. As Kakashi did as he was told. As we see Naruto smiling at him, as Kakashi did. As now we see Hiruzen stand up. Gentlemen, Naruto, I know that you know and are aware of everything, but now I must tell you what Minato told me that night. Minato used his son, everyone. Yes, Minato and Kushina's son, Naruto Uzumaki, was used as the Jinchuriki, because Minato couldn't request for any of your child. And if you want a veterinary test, I was there, and my wife was the one who delivered the kid. If that is enough of a proof to you all. As now they all remained quiet, and the questions died down, and the next question came. The seal was used of Shinigami's side. The god of death itself powers the seal. If the Kyuubis try to do anything, the seal will evolve and absorb it all together. And it filters chakra to let it to be Naruto's in the future. Meaning he will be the owner of chakra and nothing else. And he is from the Uzumaki clan, and the Uzushiogakure is true here as well. As everyone gasped at this. Because he is Kushina Uzumaki's son. In knowing Kushina was the princess of Uzushiogakure, making Naruto a prince as well. As now the civilian council knew one thing, as they swallowed a huge lump in their throat. They were fucked, and majorly fucked from all sides, because they have messed with a being that is powerful as close to a daimyo. And not only that, Kakashi Hatake, as your punishment as well alongside this, I am placing you as Naruto's tutor as well as his caretaker from now on, and his all confidentiality as well as every matter is taken away from the civilian from this very own moment alongside every asset he has and will be transferred to Kakashi until he will be able to hand it over to Naruto. The civilian wanted to protest but they couldn't do or say shit because they knew Naruto one word and they will all hang because now it was true and evident. And this meeting is henceforth adjourned. As all of them were about to leave until Danzo said, I'm not gonna leave now. I want to know, how are you gonna find out what this kid possesses? As Naruto then said, I don't know what it is. As he showed his hand to everyone, as the sparks appeared, as red lining and marks appeared all over his hand. Whatever this is, I know this is not chakra. I watched how people unlock chakra, and I tried, after learning from Shikamaru. And it feels different. We need more research on this. And the only person who can come up with something, or try to identify it at least, is Tsunade. And for that I know a person who will arrive here. And you, Kakashi, alongside Naruto will go there to meet her, because I know that she will not come back to the village. Alright, Hokage-sama, as you wish. As after that, we see 3 months have passed as Hiruzen has sent a letter that night from his summon Anma to the Toads. As 3 months later, we see a man standing on the outskirts of Konoha. Well. I guess I'll go and pay the old man a visit, said a silver-haired man, and on his eyes, underneath them, were red markings, and he had a huge grin on his face. This was Jiraiya the Sannin, the legendary one, as he arrived back at his village after many years. As after some time we see him walking through the streets of Konoha until he arrived at the Hokage office. Well, hey sensei, I'm finally back. Hello there, Jiraiya. There is something that I need from you. Straight to the point. What's the matter, old man? Need a new Uchiha tactics? Well, tough luck. I'm busy right now, and I won't share my script like the last time. I want you to buy the book. Alright, I won't ask for it. Now, getting to the main point, he started getting serious, as Jiraiya did as well. Something happened to Naruto. What happened? Said Jiraiya, getting instantly serious when it came to his godson. Something bad was about to, but something surprising and miracle happened. Naruto has unlocked some sort of power. A power that we cannot comprehend. I don't get you, sensei. You lost me. You cannot comprehend. Every Kekkei or power activates with chakra. What's there not to get? I mean, there is no chakra involved. What? I'm sorry, what? Said Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya, you heard me right. There is no chakra involved altogether. Then how in the hell is that kid able to use whatever it is? That is what we would like to find out. And the only person that can do something or come up with something about this matter is her. Yes, her. Okay. I might have to call and make some, connections to make sure that, well, at least I know where she is. You know where she is? Well, I heard that she's back in the land of fire for the past 2 years, roaming around from villages here and there, helping the poor out, getting some money, and then gambling it out. Classic Tsunade. Yes. And that is why it might take some time for me to, finally track her down and all. Well, take all and as much as time you need, Jiraiya. We need this done, and fast. It will be. You have my word, sensei. Thanks, Jiraiya. And, yeah, I know that she won't be returning back, so I would like you to take Naruto there. It might give you a time to bond with him. The kid is already aware of everything. And, well, Kakashi has taken him under. What? Wait, when I asked for the kid's custody, you and the council jumped in and said that it will be safer for him to remain here. Why all of a sudden now, with this? Well, the thing is that I'll tell you everything. Time skip. 1 hour later, after Hiruzen explained every last bit to Jiraiya. we see Jiraiya's reaction. What the hell is wrong with these people? Is this how you were protecting him? From them? I know, Jiraiya, I know. I tried, okay? But in the end, it didn't matter. Because all went down the drain. These people just didn't want to listen. That is why I told you that I should be the one to take him away from the village. But I guess what happened happened. I guess I'll take him out and I'll try to, train him in some sort of taijutsu as well as, if possible, make him aware at least with and familiar with genjutsu and sage mode. Are you sure? He's 8 only. Who says I'm gonna bring him back after that? It might be good for the kid to stay away from the village for a while. After what happened, I think it's for the best. Are you sure about this, Jiraiya? I know, Sensei. I'm confident. The kid will be okay after all of this. And hopefully, we'll be able to move past the trauma that these people caused. Let's just hope, Jiraiya. Well, in that case, Jiraiya, you have my permission to take Naruto. Thanks, Sensei. As after that, we see Jiraiya went and introduced himself to Naruto. And Naruto was quite pissed to find out that his godfather was alive. But when Jiraiya explained his whole side of the story, that he tried and how the council and his sensei intervened, Naruto realized what was the, reason. And when he asked his Gigi told him that there was dangers outside. His parents had made a lot of enemies and they were looking for anything close to them to hurt and to get their revenge on, which was Naruto. So he had to hide him here in the village, in the plain sight. Which, to be frank, quite worked until he was 4 or 5 when all things, broke loose and here he was leaving the village now. And after saying goodbye to Tenaichi and Ayame, he finally departed alongside Jiraiya and Kakashi, who was also on probation after all that mess he caused. And now we move forward 1 whole month later, as Naruto has learned a lot of things and was also being taught by Kakashi and Jiraiya sometimes. And now we see them in Tanabata town, as when we arrive there, we see Naruto bump into a black-haired girl who was only a few years older than her, mainly 14 or 15. Oh, sorry there. Hey lady, it's alright, but I have a question for you. What is it? Have you seen a woman with blonde hair, 2 pigtails, named Tsunade from Konoha? Why are you looking for Tsunade-sama? Does she owe you money too? Oh, no, I'm from Konoha actually. And me and Jiraiya, and my niece-san Kakashi are looking for her. Huh. Who sent you here actually? Her sensei? Gigi? The 3rd Hokage, basically. Oh, I see. Where are the other 2? Well, you don't need to look for us, little lady. We are here. Said Jiraiya as he arrived there. What's your name? Said Kakashi. You don't know her, Kakashi? She's Shizune Kato. You know, Don Kato's niece. Oh, you know my uncle? Yeah, I knew him. Well, where is she? Well, she is in that, establishment that is behind you, gentlemen. She said, pointing towards defeatedly to a casino. Wait, what? Is that where the adults go? Yep. How about you and Shizune stay here, Naruto? Let me take care of this. And after some hour, we see Jiraiya literally being blasted off through the ceiling and landing right next to them. Face first. Is this what you call taking care of it? Boy, at least I tried. She hits like a rhino. As we see, Tsunade stomping out. What the hell is wrong with you? For the first time in 18 years, I was about to hit the jackpot. 15 million yens. And you... 15 million ryus. And you caused me that much damage. Oh, come on, Tsunade, that was 100 ryus that you bet. I'll pay you. What do you mean? I have a good luck, so how about I try? Naruto, your luck has been recently, you know. Well, I was saved and healed. Who are you, kid? I'm Naruto, ma'am. Naruto Uzumaki no Mikase. Ah, Minato and Kushina's son, huh? Tsunade thought to herself, fine. If you win the lottery, then I will Do whatever you say, says Tsunade with a confident smirk, and if I lose, then you leave, not bothering me. But it's urgent. I look like I do you think I look like I care? She said arrogantly. Fine, lady, said Naruto. As Kakashi then said, there goes our chance. As he gave Naruto 100 reviews, as we see Naruto e- entering the establishment with all of them, and Jiraiya, who was also there. As after placing the money inside the machine, Naruto hit the lever, and it landed on jackpot. Naruto in an instant have won the mega prize, 15 million reviews, as the whole casino was, well, quite shocked. And after half an hour later, we see Naruto has cashed out a huge amount of cash. We see Naruto and everyone else inside Tsunade's, well, apartment. As she was pouting literally, come on Tsunade, you lost and the kid won. Still, being beaten by a kid, my luck has officially gone down. Way more in the negative zone. Hey, if it means that much to you, why don't you keep it? Wait, what? Do you know how much money that is, kid? I don't need it. What? Seriously, who doesn't need money? I don't. Said Naruto. Then how are you gonna survive, kid, in this world? I'll make my own money then. It's not that simple. I made this, I can make more. Well, the luck doesn't work that way. How about this? I'll take some of it as compensation, and the rest of it will go back to you. That's a nice thing, Tsunade. And maybe you can pay off your debts. I know. That is what I'm gonna do. Alright. After settling down, we see Tsunade bringing out her kit. I'm gonna begin with a blood test. As after that, we see Tsunade conducting a blood test until she was shocked to see what was going on. Weird. This can't be right. As after that, we see Tsunade drew some more blood and tested it again. This can't be possible. What can't be possible? Wait here, Jiraiya. As she dropped her own blood, and then, after seeing the cross combination, she was shocked. How can this be? She said, completely shocked. What do you mean, Tsunade? Is everything fine? He's my grandson. How is that possible? His DNA matches with mine. What? Since when? I don't even know. How can I not know, Jiraiya? Said Tsunade as she was literally shaking and was quite shocked as she looked at Naruto. Wait, what is going on here? Listen, Naruto. How about we and, Shizune-san go out. Let the elders sort this out. As Shizune and Naruto and Kakashi went out, as we see Tsunade literally being shaken by this, and that is when Jiraiya, with his sharp eyes, noticed a small seal that was on a pore. As with his hand seals, he was able to detect it and destroy the seal altogether. As the memories returned back to the Tsunade, as it was memory suppression seal, and that is when she saw that how she and Jiraiya had a one night stand, and she was the one who wanted this. And Jiraiya sealed away the memories after she gave away the child, a baby boy with blonde hair and blue eyes. I gave away the kid. I gave away my son. At the time Don was alive and you ended up, I and you were just drunk, Tsunade. We were having a tournament and next thing we knew, we ended up in bed. At first you wanted to have a kid, and when Don specified that he wouldn't want a kid until he's ready, we just wanted to get rid of it after it was nearly born. So I told you to wait, and you can give me the kid and I'll just raise him. He was Minato, wasn't he? Yes, I kept it hidden. I didn't want it to be coming out this way, Tsunade, but that is why I wasn't, against it, but at the same time I was. I just hope that you had a different reaction. What do you mean, different reaction? I regretted the decision. I thought that you have given away that child as well. I did. I gave him to orphanage. I was attacked, you see. We have a flashback. After Tsunade handed over Minato to Jiraiya, Jiraiya was attacked by some rogue shinobis. Jiraiya barely escaped with the kid, and that is when he decided that if this kid lives with him, he will be in the constant danger Until he is ready, he will be placed in an orphanage. And that is why we see Minato became what he became. I see. It all makes sense now. End of the flashback, as Tsunade said. And I? What kind of mother am I? My son even sacrificed his life, and so did my daughter-in-law. And my grandson? He went through hell, didn't he? As Jiraiya nodded, after explaining the whole story to her. I see. I'm gonna find out what it is, Jiraiya. There is no chakra involved. I have to use other methods. I have to look into it. It might take some time, but I will find out what it is. I have to search for the old ancient text. Well, you can have it all you want. It is up to you. Do you think you would want to be in his life? Or... I'll be, but I am not gonna tell him the truth. Are you serious? Yeah, not like you're gonna tell him the truth. You're not raising him as his grandfather, like his godfather. Well, yeah. I wanted to take him away, but Ashley Sensei stopped me. I see. But you have chosen this route. I'm gonna go and take this route as well. Be his Oba-chan, while being his Oba-chan. Well, this is weird, but I guess, in a way, we're gonna make sure that our grandson survives and lives the best life now. You bet. As now we see, it was months to no end that Tsunade and Shizune have joined Naruto as they moved away from that village to the next one. After paying up Tsunade's all debts, we see Naruto and Tsunade, as well as Jiraiya, are now more interactive with one another and have become somewhat like a family. 6 months have passed now since Naruto has left Konoha, and he has been training with Kakashi as well as with now Shizune. And like this, the years continue on, and Tsunade, whatever she tried, were to no end. She had to dig deeper into the ancient text of the medical ninjutsu, or even further beyond that, to the Bronze Golden Era, the era before the restart. Since the gods wanted to keep the history, the books were given to the, newborn Templars that were chosen to take care of the temples of the gods, Kamiyami and Shinigami, and in there the texts were kept. So she even was now looking into them to see what resembled the power of Naruto. And to her surprise, after 4 years of continuous search, she was able to finally find it. And she was shocked to see that it was the same power that caused the destruction of that world, if used in the wrong hands. And there was a story behind it all. The story of the Izuku Midoriya, and how that kid with nothing more than a power gained this ability called Quirk, one for all, and literally the clash happened between him and the same power user, and the earth shook apart and literally was destroyed and restarted because of the literal explosion and the aftermath. As now we see Tsunade explaining this all to Jiraiya and Kakashi and Shizune, as Naruto was training on the back. This power is too dangerous. How are we gonna teach the kid to contain it? How about we teach him about this power and let him see where he grows with it? Are you insane? This power is too much dangerous for anyone to get near, let alone to be taught to Naruto. He literally, you told me, killed people with a single fist and destroyed half of the apartment complex. With such force he brought out that fist, which was untrained. I know, but he was enraged. But he has to learn about his emotions as well. Let's just hope that he doesn't have to use that power again. As the time continued on, and Naruto finally returned after 5 years worth of training with all of them, alongside with Tsunade this time around, and everyone was surprised to see her. Naruto was placed in Kakashi's team, and Kakashi, being reactive as a Jonin now instead of an Anbu, has taken 2 more Genins. One and final Uchiha because of the Uchiha massacre that happened while they were away, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Haruno. And now the original Team 7 was formed. Naruto was told to keep his power a secret right now, as they were now beginning to send out on missions, while Tsunade was preparing a report to give to Hokage. As now today was the day while Naruto was away on the land of Waves on his first C-rank mission when the report was told. And everyone was shocked. So this power is that dangerous. it cannot be contained. But how did Naruto ended up with this power? I think we all have genes from previous humans that are dead. Instead, we use this chakra, and that is why we are able to, well, suppress it, and maybe it is dead in us. I tried to search the gene within us. It is there, but it is dormant. I tried to awaken it. To no end, I was able to do so. I see. And it seems like Naruto is the only one, and the genes are different from one another. And Naruto has the strongest one, I believe. The one that was able to destroy it all. The one for all. As everyone was now able to realize what this power was. And now they were just shocked. And the civilian council was now literally shitting bricks from their assholes. Because they knew what they have done to Naruto. And if Naruto came to literally take revenge on them, let alone with his power, theoretical power, he could literally destroy them with his physical strength. Meaning both ways they were fucked now. From all sideways. There was no way for them to escape. All they had to do is just wait for the attack to happen from any side. And as for Naruto, we go towards the land of waves. He was enraged as Sasuke has taken a lot of damage for him. Instead of using the Kyuubi's chakra, he literally used his one for all, 80%, and literally destroyed the whole, Ice Dome as well as Haku, as Haku was literally now on the ground, with many of her bones broken, as Naruto fist stopped inches away from her face. I don't want to hurt you, Haku-chan. Why did you do that? I told you that you're my friend, and yet you... It's because I have to fight for my master. That guy? Before Naruto could say anything, Zabuza was stabbed straight through the heart by an arrow, as he fell down on his knees. As he looked down, and his eyes narrowed. Gato. I'm gonna rape that bitch after you're dead. How dare you hide her from me? As he licked his lips. Because of that alone? You killed him? Do you think I care about the life, kid? I could care less. Your lives are worthless. To me, you're insects. And that was enough for Naruto. As he used 90% of his ability to literally dash towards him with a single fist on Gato's face. His skull exploded, shattering through his skin. His skull came back on the outside, and shattering through his skull, his brain was now literally spread across the ground. As with a single fist, this damage was done. As everyone was shocked to see what has happened. As even his eyes, every internal was now on the ground splattered. As Sakura literally vomited after seeing this, and Sasuke was still in shock. As Naruto with rage-filled eyes, as sparks were all around him, looked at them. The people around him were scared and literally pissing their pants. Leave. And instantly they began to run around like headless chickens and leave the area. As Zabuza then said, take care of her. Please. You're free, Haku. You're like a daughter to me. You're not my slave. You're not my tool. You're my daughter. As Zabuza began to pass away, he said, take my blade, you kid. You deserved it. As with a smile plastered on his face, he died. And that is where he was buried, in the land of waves. As Naruto, with a huge sword on his back, looked towards the bridge builder. 1 week later, as Haku was always near him, near the grave, crying as Naruto watched over her. We're ready, said Sasuke, as Naruto nodded. As now we see, Zabuza was about to name the bridge, the Team 7 Bridge or Naruto Bridge, when Naruto stopped him. How about Zabuza Bridge? He was the one who sacrificed his life. I see. We would. As everyone cheered as the Team 7 returned, as Sasuke was looking at Naruto attentively, as if he was measuring him up. First of all, he arrived back with 2 Sanins. Turns out he's quite strong, literally strong enough to literally shatter the brain of one person. This power was amazing, and then he had that blade. He needed both of those things, and he knew how to get them. The council would dance around on his fingers and give him everything they wanted. And this pathetic fool, he has no choice but to hand it over to him. As after we see, Sasuke, after arrived, went straight towards the council and demanded some things. And they denied. What do you mean you deny? I demand a council meeting instantly. Sasuke, but I said I demand. Alright, we'll see what we can do. As we see, Naruto was called soon after in the council meeting, after placing Haku in his house now. As Naruto arrived there, hand over your sword and powers to me. I need it to defeat and avenge my clan. Fuck off, Sasuke. Naruto said 3 words and began to leave. And nobody said anything. What? Why are you not stopping him? I'm an Uchiha clan here, an elite. Elite my ass. You're nothing more than an orphan, like me. Where is your elite clan? Buried 6 feet deep underground, bitch, said Naruto. As he then began to turn, he was enraged, as all of his power became visible, and everyone was scared now. You think your clan is elite, huh? How come they were killed by one of their own? So much for being an elite. They were shit. Elite level of shit. And that is why they're 6 feet deep underground. Not being here with you. And you piece of shit. I saved your ass, and this is how you repay me? I would have rather left you there to die. You think you can insult me? You no-name clan bastard? No-name clan bastard. I am from a clan. A clan that is so strong that if I want to, I can revive them. While you can only go to them. With these words alone, Naruto left, leaving Sasuke in a shivering mess because he knew what Naruto told him wasn't a fact, but a truth that Naruto will make sure will become reality because he has seen Naruto's power firsthand. If Naruto was able to bring back his clan, then he was hella sure he could put down him as well to make sure that he goes to his. But unaware to all of this, Akatsuki's one spy, Zetsu, has been following Naruto and watching all of this turn out. And he was literally shitting bricks as well. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. And he was contacted by his mother and told to stay away from him because he has awakened the power even before her that existed and ended the world. And this power was so scary that his mother was scared. And that was not a good sign because his mother was the strongest being here. And she was not scared of his power. And he has to find a way to subdue him. But that is when he had an idea. Inkaku and Ginkaku. 4 years went by and Sasuke deserted the village and Naruto broke every single bone in his body to make him sure that he returns. Sakura was enraged, but after Naruto's truth was revealed to the whole village, she couldn't do shit. Her power as a civilian council head's daughter meant nothing to Naruto. A mere insect. Sasuke's fangirls were literally screeching and Naruto could give a fuck about them. All he cared about was Hakuna, the one who was in his charge. First it started off as a friendship, but later on it began to develop into something else entirely. And soon after, Naruto knew what it was. It was love. And so could be said for Haku. While both of them were dating, one person was getting, well, literally anything he could to leech off of them and make a novel out of them, Jiraiya. And Naruto was, to be honest, embarrassed about this as well as pissed, but he couldn't do shit. Because he knew that it was his godfather and he didn't want to hurt his family. As much as of creepy as well as idiots they were. Now aside from that, the Akatsuki were another matter. They were literally screeching at one another to what to do about the Nine Tails until Inkaku and Ginkaku were found and used to revive the Ten Tails. But something happened. The Ten Tail itself became rampant. They could control it, and they were, alongside the Amigakure, the first one to eradicate and turn into nothing more than molecules itself. Meaning that Ten Tails itself, who went rampage, killed them, and began to march towards everything. The villages itself. Everyone felt its power, and in an instant they gathered around. Naruto too arrived there. As the battle continued on to stop the Biju, but to no avail, Haku was injured. Her arm was, well, broken. And Tsunade tried, but she couldn't fix it, meaning her arm had to be amputated. This made Naruto enraged, to the point that he activated 100% of his power, and began to walk menacingly towards the said monster that screeched, as Naruto then said, "Dead alright?" Clenching his fist and putting it back, as he, with a single uppercut, says smash, as huge amount of power itself lashed out, as with a single huge explosion and a pop, the head of the Biju exploded, and the rest of the Bijus were released, and the whole atmosphere from a dark and cloudy changed into a clean sky, and everyone with a gust of power fell back, miles away. All of them were injured, but they then that time realized something. This kid was not normal, and this kid was special and not to be messed with. After that, many years later, we see an amputated Haku with a new arm that was placed in front of her. This was made by Hashirama cells, and it was given to her. And Naruto, and she was going to marry within a week. After a week of learning how to use her chakra within an arm, she was ready. And we see now Naruto standing in the aisle in front of her as she walked down and finally married. As for an instant she saw Zabuza standing there and smiling at her, watching her from under a sakura tree before disappearing. And she smiled, knowing fully well that she was being looked after her father on this very fateful day as well. And as for Sasuke, after taking his sperm and giving it to Sakura, who was screeching about it, let's just say he was pretty much abandoned in a prison because he was never repaired and was given a wheelchair to walk around. All his clan, and for what? For naught. As Naruto, he was the most respectful people, either out of fear or either out of genuine respect. The whole elemental nation respected him, and even the Otsutsuki clan wouldn't want to fuck with him because they knew what has transpired and they didn't want any part of it at all. A power long before them able to destroy them? Yeah, no thanks. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace